Hi everyone, I'm Tran Bowie. We hear that essential oils are so great for the body and the mind, but with so many choices, where do we even start? Joining me now is mental health therapist Tammy von Nordheim. She is also the owner of Oil in the Glass. Hi Tammy,
Hello, Tran.
so good to see you. So I want to just start with why is it important to even consider aromatherapy or essential oils?
The reason it's so important is because these days I think people are more health conscious. And if anybody is trying to live a chemical free life, then they really should consider the benefits and the uses of essential oils.
And probably the most important thing right now is finding something that helps with our immune system. I mean, we're all quarantined, but I think we still need to work on being healthier. So what do you suggest?
Well, I first of all, I suggest that, anything that you can do to naturally be healthy or to naturally begin the healing process and support your healing process, you should try to do that. And I really believe in essential oils because I've been using them now for probably about 5 years. And the brand of choice for me has been Young Living because Young Living is they use they have a high quality process for extracting high quality oils. And they call it like sea to seal, which means that a lot of their farms they own, or most of them they own, and then they oversee everything from the distillery to bottling it and sealing it. So that's, growing, distilling, and then sealing. So that's why they call it seed to seal. And when you're going to be using essential oils, you really want to make sure that your oils that you're using are high quality. You want to make sure there's no expiration date on them because that means there are extra additives added to it
Oh,
and it's not 100% pure. So sometimes if you go to, say, Walgreens, if you go to Walgreens and you are looking at essential oils, then look at it and see if there's an expiration date on it. Also look at it and see if anything else is added to it. You know it's not 100% pure, which means it's not necessarily chemical free, is
that's
really
so
what it boils down to.
interesting. Because I see ads all the time and I see them everywhere. So I've always wondered, are all these, no two oils are the same. So how do we use it?
Okay, so you can use essential oils in many different ways. My favorite ways to use it is topically, so where you just put a little bit on you and you rub it in and you go. You can also diffuse it, which is also one of my favorite ways, and you can create mixtures that have the properties in them for what it is that you're looking for. And you can also digest some oils. I only recommend digesting oils that you know are 100% pure and natural, and you know where they're sourced from. And even then, some of those should not be digested. So you have to really be able to be in contact with someone who knows what you're doing. For example, if you're going to get your oils from a distributor, ask them questions on which oils can be digested. So let me give you an example. I love putting peppermint oil and lemon oil in a glass of water and just drinking it. It's so refreshing. It does so much for you. The lemon balances your pH in your body, and the peppermint helps to invigorate you. It also helps with your respiratory system, and you can even like put like basil oil in like lemonade,
Oh.
and yes, and so you have like a basil lemonade drink. You can use the oils in so many different ways, and it's really fun to just try different things once you start getting comfortable with what everything does.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were able to mix it so it does sound like it. And Miriam is saying that she loves the mint and lemon. That does sound really refreshing, especially right
Yes.
now. So it's a little overwhelming. I feel like it's something so easy for self-care, but it's overwhelming because even when I'm looking at the shelves behind you, there are so many to choose from. So how do we
Yes.
start? Do we look at like what we need, or do we look at the oils themselves and kind of mix and match? Tell me how we get started.
Okay, so let me tell you how I got started, and it was purely by chance. I was not intending to become a distributor for essential oils, but I started using them, and then I started thinking of other oils I needed for other ailments, and I got hooked. And so I've been loving them ever since. So the first oil that I chose was, oops, let's see if I have another one here. Let me just pick it up. The first oil that I chose is called Thieves. And Thieves is really great for boosting your immune system. It's great for help with common colds and flu and, all of those things. And so when I first bought Thieves, I really bought it because I wanted to protect my children. I wanted to help them to prevent catching colds and flus. And so what I would do is I would take Thieves and I would rub it on the bottom of their feet at bedtime every single night. And I remember listening to people and parents talk about how their kids home from school sick, or there's a bunch of kids in the classroom home, had to leave because they were sick. And I was thinking, my kids aren't getting sick, I wonder if it has to do with the Thieves. And so then I also had some extreme allergy conditions. And so I was like, okay, I really like what the Thieves is doing. Let me see what I can find for allergies. So I would mix peppermint, lemon, and lavender, and I would inhale it. I would put it in my hands, and I would inhale it. I would diffuse it, and my allergy symptoms were like relieved almost immediately. It was amazing. Yes, and also another thing about the Thieves, I remember when I tried, I had a cut inside my mouth, I don't know if it was a canker sore or what, but I had something that was on the inside of my mouth, and I took a Q-tip, put a little Thieves on that, and I put it on there, and it's like, it didn't, of course, like in 2 seconds disappear, but it healed like so much faster than it would have on its own. Same with sore throats. If I have a really bad sore throat, I can put the Thieves on the outside of my throat. I've also put it on the end of a Q-tip and swabbed the back of my throat, and I diffuse it and I inhale it, and it does not last as long as it normally would have, and it even helps with the pain. So there's so many benefits, and I was sold after that. I said, let's see what else I can find, and I became a distributor because I loved it so much.
So let's go through. I would love to just run through some different examples. Oh, Lisa Moharjeh is asking, what was suggested for allergies? Peppermint,
allergies. Okay, allergies: peppermint, lemon, and lavender.
Okay.
And there's like a certain amount of drops that, I would tell people to use. For example, you would use 5 drops of, this is in the diffuser, 5 drops of lavender, 4 drops of lemon, and 3 drops of peppermint. And it smells amazing. I can't tell you, I can't tell you how many people, when they come to our door, if I'm diffusing oils that day, and they're, they come in, they're like, oh my God, your house smells awesome. What is that amazing smell? So it's so soothing as well, just to have those scents around. It's so refreshing and clean.
Yeah, so it's good for your body, your mind, and it makes your house smell nice.
Exactly. It's great for your moods too.
What?
Great for your moods too. Mood boosting.
I know, walking in and just smelling that. Lisa is also asking, what about sinuses?
Sinuses, you can use the same thing for sinuses, but I also recommend, and one thing I want to say about peppermint, don't ever put peppermint oil near your eyes anywhere, because it's so strong, it's so potent, it will make you tear up. Peppermint can also be used for headaches. You can put it just a little drop, put it on the temples of your head, or put it on your scalp, and that helps with headaches. But for sinuses specifically, I say eucalyptus, peppermint, and lavender.
Okay. And you just mentioned headaches, but what about the more serious migraines? Maryam is asking.
You can use it for that too. I had someone literally who was buying some furniture from me, and I met them I think it wasn't like Craigslist. This was after Craigslist. You know how you just buy something online and from somebody. Anyways, I met them at my storage unit to sell them a piece of furniture. And the woman and the husband pulled up, and I was looking for the woman, and I was like, I was supposed to meet and I told him her name, and he's like, oh, it's my wife. She's laying down in the back of the truck. And I was like, oh, is she okay? And he said, yeah, she's just got a really bad headache. She gets these really bad migraines. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, did she take something for it? And he was like, she didn't have anything to take. We were already on the road. I
Oh,
said, well, I know you don't know me, but I have some essential oils in the car. I keep them with me everywhere I go. And peppermint is supposed to be really good for headaches. So if she wants to try it, she's more than welcome. So she was like, yes, let me try it. So I had her put some on her wrist and rub it together and then inhale it like a minimum of 3 times. And so we did the furniture exchange, we departed, and like literally 15, 20, 30 minutes later, I get a call from her. She was like, that stuff was amazing. Like, where can I
wow.
get some? And I had a new client.
Wow. So Miriam, there you go.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like I'm at the doctor's office because I have a question of my own. So I've been having some tingling. I mean, we're talking, so the tingling is almost like carpal tunnel, some arthritis. Is there anything for that? I mean, that's like chronic pain. Does it help with something more serious like that?
Yes, there's an oil called Panaway, and it's by Young Living as well, PAN, and then Away. That would be something that I would recommend that you try for the tingling and the pain in general. Panaway, you could also mix that with peppermint, or you could do it by itself. But Panaway, and then I'm thinking there's one other one that escapes me right now, but I can look it up for you after we're done with our live and send a message directly to you for some additional oils that you can try for that.
I would love that because I'm trying not to take medication all the time and just
Yes,
be dependent on it.
right.
I would love to try something different. And I have oils, but then I'm like, what I would, I'm not sure
What
how
do
to
you
use
do with them?
it.
Right,
Kind of like
exactly.
it's a free for all. So,
Yes.
so you said this lady started seeing results within about 30 minutes. What
Hmm.
can we expect though when we get it? I mean, sometimes it's not instant, right?
No, it's not instant. I mean, in some cases it can be, especially like with the lemon, the lavender, and the peppermint for allergies. Sometimes, like within 5 or 10 minutes, you can feel a little bit of a difference. I do want to point out, though, that every individual's body makeup and hormones and cellular makeup is very different. So the oils will affect each person differently at different times. So you have to kind of do trial and error and figure out what solution, what potency works best for you. So where some people, for example, using the peppermint, might be able to just take the bottle, open it, and sniff like that. That might be all they need. Somebody else may need to actually put it on their skin and reap the benefits from something a little bit more intense.
Okay, so we do want to tell our viewers that you do sell the products, and what I like about buying it from you is that you're a mental health therapist, so you can
Yes.
help us through this process. We're not just buying it from, a store where no one can talk you through it and tell you what
Right.
works for you. Um, how important is that?
I think it's very important, but even more than that, the importance should be placed on where the oils are coming from, like who are creating the oils, number one, and are you getting it from a trusted distributor? Like I said, just going to Walgreens or even to like um, Bed Bath and Beyond or Bath and Body Works. Those oils are not the same. I'm not saying that they're bad oils, but they are not the same. You just don't know what might be mixed in them. So knowing where you get the oils from is huge. And the fact that I'm a mental health therapist and I use the oils in my office with my clients. I have a diffuser there. I've offered the clients to actually put some on them if they are feeling particularly anxious and tense, because the oils also help depression, they help anxiety, they help. There's so many different things that the oils help. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like there's an essential oils guide that I have that's like this. I figure out where I'm at. Like this thick of different things that the oils can be used for, and it tells you exactly which oils you need for which ailments. People use the oil for things like you know uh, diabetics can use the oils. People with gout, people with um, what else is there? I mean, just pretty much almost any ailment you can think of. Now, I want to be careful that I'm not saying that the oils will heal the issue, but it certainly supports in the healing process. Just because it's we just have to be careful about the wording. I mean, you want to be careful about that with anything because the government.
Yeah. Well, and it's, yeah, and
Right.
it's, so Lynn is asking, what would you recommend for sleep?
For sleep, oh my gosh, there's a couple. Lavender, of course, that's like universal. I think most people have heard of lavender helping with sleep. But there's another one that's called Valor. Let's see if I have Valor over here. Yes, I have Valor. It's this cute little purple bottle.
Mhm.
And what you do with Valor is you put a couple drops underneath one of your big toes. I know it's kind of like what?
We'll
Like
keep hearing
if
about the
placement
foot.
matters.
My
Yeah,
mom was
you put it.
asking, what does it do for diabetes?
Okay, so for diabetes, I don't know specifically the oils to use for diabetes, like right off the top of my head. I would have to research that, which won't be hard. I mean, I just have to go to my book. I just don't have it right here. But I can look it up for Lynn and send her a private message to let her know. But there are some oils that can help with, and it will tell you what it's going to do and how it affects the support in your healing process or your helping with your symptoms for diabetics.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. This was very enlightening because I feel like, I have heard about essential oils and the benefits of it, but to actually know which ones work for certain ailments and making the right choice too. So not all of them are created equal. So thank you so
Right.
much. And
Well,
if
I
you
wanted to add
oh,
Yeah, I
go
wanted
ahead.
to add one more thing. I wanted to talk about immunity blends for oils or with using oils because right now everybody is concerned about, protecting and building up their immune system. And while I won't tell you everything that they do, I wanted to list off a certain few oils that are great for building your immunity. And that would be lavender, eucalyptus, rosemary, oregano, peppermint, lemon, frankincense, tea tree, and yeah, I think that covers the majority of them. There's still so many more, but if anybody is interested in exactly what each one of those can do for you to help build your immune system, I'm more than happy to share that with you offline.
Definitely. And we have people still commenting. So if you're out there and you're watching and if you feel like you missed out on the live broadcast, feel free to keep commenting and asking questions. Tammy can get back with you after this broadcast. Thank you again so much. And I will be placing an order very soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye bye.